Hi guys, welcome, welcome. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are. Welcome. Tell us where you're watching us from so we know you're watching. Is the sound okay? Let us know if the sound is okay. Sound check, sound check. Welcome guys, welcome guys. Sorry, we are running a little bit late. We had technical issues. So you guys just share in your groups. Itanani, itanani, amuibize, sha, gamu, I don't know. Morton, how are you, my
Madam,
son?
I'm very fine, mother. How are you today?
Fine, fine, thank you. How do you say itanani in your language?
Ati natwitane mkwai.
Mkwai. So guys, natwitane mkwai, natwitane, share in your groups, share in your groups. Before we get started, welcome, welcome. We are discussing the current political situation in Zambia. Share in your groups. Before we get started, we'll just give a few minutes to share. Share in your groups, Itanani. Share. We just want to talk about the current political situation, things that are happening in Zambia. Share in your groups, guys. Let's share. I'm just sharing as well. Welcome, guys. It's very important. Amuibize, itanani, katuita, no bantu, kamubola. Type in your language. I want you guys to type in your language. Itanani, iseni, gather around. Type in your language. Gamubola, amutahe, itanani, isenu, kwaitulongani. Thank God for social media. We can connect and we can talk around the world. Distance, location is not a factor. So we are blessed to have social media. Welcome, guys. Share so that we can talk about what is happening. We are a bit late. We are sorry. But we'll get started in a little bit. Let's just share in our groups, invite your friend, invite your family. It's very important. Hi, Dixon, I see you from Livingstone. Lian, Amutahesha, Christian from France, welcome, nice to see you. Gamubola, Nick, I see you guys, good to see you guys. Just share. I'm here with Morton Massinino, upcoming young youth, vibrant political celebrity, and we are going to discuss a few issues. We'll get into it as quickly here. I'm just sharing in my groups before we get started. Hi, Molondi from Nakonde. Hi, Stephen Kopala. Yes. Zambia for change, guys. Zambia for change. We are here to share information. We are here to keep each other informed. We are here to just make sure that everyone is on the same page. Current political situation. if you are a Zambian, it's your business to be involved in politics, because your politicians or your vote will decide your life for the next 5 years. So it's important, guys, that all of you should be concerned. We are in the last quarter. We are in the last lap before the elections. So everybody needs to be involved in these political discussions to make sure that we usher the right government to take Zambia forward. Share, 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 guys. We'll be starting. I'm just sharing. We are starting in a little bit. And I think I've shared enough. All you guys can share so that we can talk about what's currently going on. So welcome, guys. I'll introduce myself. I am Pumulos Tumbeko, and I am a political advocate, and I'm also a certified human rights consultant. And with me today, I have Morton Maslino. Hi, Morton. You can say something. Morton, can you hear me? Okay, looks like he's frozen. Yes, so we are here to talk about a few things today. And on my list to discuss, we'll talk about tribalism. There's the Human Rights Commission. We'll talk about tribalism, the Human Rights Commission, and the unfolding events over the Hatembo case. And also we'll talk about HH and his current, political situation where he's being attacked. They are trying to stop him from being on the ballot. So I'll get started. And my first topic is that I wanted to talk about the Human Rights Commission. So the Human Rights Commission was, enacted by an act of parliament in 1996. And the reason why the Human Rights Commission was enacted was to ensure that Zambians' human rights are protected. So if you know the history of the human rights, we had, after the Second World War, after the Second World War, the Germans were persecuting, their fellow human beings. And that's when the United Nations adopted the human rights. And these human rights affect all of us, people around the world. And Zambia also adopted the human rights in 1996. So I'm talking about human rights today because we see that as Zambians, our human rights are being infringed on. What is a human right? So that all of us understand what a human right is. A human right is a legal, social, ethical principles of freedom of entitlement. These are fundamental. It means that these rights that we have, we are all born with them. So in short, we are all born free and equal. No race, no tribe, no certain color of people is superior than the other one. So these human rights, they are observed globally by all countries of the world, including Zambia. And Zambia, we have our own Human Rights Commission there in Lusaka. So I have brought up a human rights topic today because we see a lot of human rights violation in Zambia currently. All this information that we are going to share today is found publicly on the web, the internet. So if you like, you can Google the 30 human rights and you can read more about the human rights. So I'm talking about the human rights today because Zambia's human rights are being grossly violated. We are seeing where we are being denied the right for peaceful assembly and association. Right now, Zambian, if you are in opposition, even when you go to a funeral, you are being attacked. And why am I saying this? We have the Human Rights Commission. Where is their human rights? What are they doing? The Human Rights Commission is an autonomous organ which is supposed to make sure that everybody in the country is being treated equally and fairly, and they're supposed to intervene within the different political parties if they see that the government of a day or any person is oppressing anyone. They are supposed to come in and make sure that the human rights are being upheld. But we are not seeing this. Zambians are being denied a peaceful assembly. Zambians are subject to tribalism and hate speech. This is wrong. We as human beings, every human being has a right to be treated equally. All this hate speech which is going on has to stop. It's a crime. And the Human Rights Commission needs to step up. They need to step up their game and protect Zambians from this abuse. We are being abused. Myself, I'm half Tonga and half Lozi, and these two tribes are being attacked. As a Tonga, I am attacked. In Zambia right now, it's not even safe to say that I am Tonga. We are seeing hate speech. We saw the cyber bill that was put in force, but we are not seeing the police or whomever is in charge of the cyber bill to swing in action and arrest these people who are promoting hate speech in broad daylight on Facebook. It is wrong. This thing of saying Tonga tribe or Lozi tribe should not do ABC, that is a hate speech, and it's tribalism and should not be tolerated. We are one Zambia, one tribe, one Zambia, one nation. In my family, I am Tonga, but I have children. My children, they are Northerners. Their dad is Lungu. My sisters are married to some men from the Eastern Province. So what I want to say is that this ship of tribalism sailed a long time ago. I'll take you back to the colonial days. When the colonial masters came to Zambia, they divided up Zambia in different provinces. Actually, not provinces, different countries. Let me correct myself. So when the colonial masters, they came to Africa, there was the rush for Africa, and the queen, Abena Roy Welensky, Abena Rhodesia, what's his name? Roy Welensky and Rhodesia, Cecil Rhodes, they divided up Central Africa. And we ended up being lumped together. Before the colonial masters, everyone was living peacefully in their tribes. So when the colonial masters came, they made these divisions and grouped us together as one, as a country. And we have been living as a country, as one Zambia, one nation for so many years. So if you are trying to bring tribalism, go back in history and change that. That ship sailed long time ago. This is a time of unity, diversity in unity, people living together as one. The ship of tribalism sailed long time ago. If you want, you have to go talk to the Queen, Abena Roy Welensky, all those people who divided up Africa and brought us together as one. So if you want to promote yourself as a superior tribe, that ship sailed long time ago. Get with the program. It's one Zambia, one nation, one tribe. And anyone promoting tribalism should be prosecuted by the law. We are going to an election, and this thing of trying to divide people by tribes is divisive. It's hate speech, and it could plunge the country into chaos. We are being discriminated as human beings and as tribes. Certain tribes, you know, there's a notion going on, he can't stand as president, or certain people can't have jobs. Certain, we have seen a domination of one tribe in all our political appointments or top ranking positions, they are being dominated by one tribe or two tribes. That is wrong. And that's why we want to vote for change, so that we bring unity in diversity. All Zambians, they are one, they are equal. It's our God-given right, and no one can take it from us. And the other thing I want to talk about human rights violation is that there is a lot of arbitrary arrests. The Zambia police is not doing thorough investigations before they arrest people. It is wrong for you to just go pick up people without evidence. It is wrong. And this is why today I'm actually directly asking the Human Rights Commission in Lusaka, Zambia there to step up their game and start, advocating for fairness and equality among this ruling government, because this ruling government is abusing its power and authority, using Zambia police to infringe on the people's rights, to oppress people. How can somebody be held in a police cell for 38 days without going without being charged? The law says it's only 48 hours. If you are picked up within 48 hours, you should go to court. So we are seeing a gross violation of our human rights, and we Zambians, we have to speak up. We have to demand that the Human Rights Commission does its job. Now, the other thing I want to say is, like, Zambia is for Zambians. We cannot expect someone from another country to fight for our rights. We Zambians need to speak up. We have to speak up and make sure that we are treated equally and fairly. All over the world, in the West, they have differences, but they don't look up to other people to come and help them. We just had an election in the United States of America. Americans rose up together and they fought for a free and fair election. They fought to make sure that everything was handled according to the Constitution. So this notion of Zambians trying to invite people from other countries to come and observe the election, what about us? What are we doing? Aren't we patriotic enough to fight for our rights? We know our rights. We know our rights. We should not expect someone from another country to come and fight for our rights. Someone from another country to come and monitor our elections. No, guys, no. This is Zambia. We all have to be patriotic. And I am happy because this election, most of the voters, they are youth and the women. So we just have to step up the plate and fight for our rights peacefully. So that being said, I will hand over the floor to Morton. What do you have to say about the Human Rights Commission?
Good evening, viewers. Good evening, listeners, wherever you are all over the world. What I have to say over the Human Rights Commission in Zambia is that the system is compromised. And is the reason why we can see people are mourning. People are mourning. And then here police officers going to attack the people at the funeral house, at the funeral home. Then they go and they shoot cadres in the leg. The church, the Human Rights Commission in Zambia is quiet. Cadres would go to a civic office to go and drag a civil servant, and then they will even say, should we find you in the same office, you're going to burn you alive there in the office. So the Human Rights Commission is quiet. I've never read any statement, the Human Rights Commission condemning the barbaric behavior of the PF, the barbaric behavior of the police. The Human Rights Commission is quiet. ichi chilera ngapa utatutu kwebati bali abasonda ba Human Rights Commission head of Human Rights Commission nichite I'm sure nibakateka abeni so basonda makadas those offices are occupied by cadres in the name of professionalism. The behavior that we see in this country is quite unbelievable, because the country is now run like animal farm, where there is no order, where there is no law. Law is only being excised by opposition. Chapwa. When you talk of the Public Order Act that the police always sing about day in, day out, no, the Public Order Act, as the police, we are here to maintain law and order. Look at the law and order that the police is trying to maintain, favoring those from the PF. Okay, just recently in Lusaka, the UPND were having a meeting where they had these primary elections for aspiring candidates. We see a situation where the PF cadres went and attacked the UPND, who were just conducting their primary elections enclosed, okay, in a wall-fenced house. Here the PF cadres went, started throwing stones, destroying property such as the vehicle, and also the house. Everything were destroyed. Window panes, everything were destroyed. Then UPND to say, okay, let us try to defend ourselves, because these people, they were doing that, okay? And so they tried to chase after them. Here comes the police. They now started firing tear gases, okay? Tear gas. Then from there, what do we see in the end? Then upon doing that, about 25. They are still there, okay? They are not yet released. If they have been released, then it's because I was out of town. I just came in. But all I know is there is things like that. Then there is also now by Human Rights Commission, bale mona uko ba PF, bale attack by UPND throughout. There is no town in this country where by UPND tababa locked up. Okay, we see each and every town. Today is Choma, tomorrow is Mazabuka, the other day is Ndola, the other day is Kitwe, just like that. The cells now belong to the UPND cadres. Okay, by UPND cadre, eva abasana no mulomo muzambi, waba PF tababa no mulomo, evo batende kaba PF. So yonse ture muno kwebati ba UPND nga balirongana balaluka efiwa, then ba PF we balaluka ni ba UPND lili aba PF baisa mukushita attack ba UPND ni shinomba ba UPND bakwisa asendera mu baluka ba PF. So there is no order in this country. In Zambia there is no order. In Zambia there is no Human Rights Commission. This is why, this is why we are calling for the SADC, and also the African Union, because if we can fail to tame ourselves and to tame cadres and to allow these other wings of justice, to do their to conduct then there is nothing that is nothing that one has to show to this organization, because those people is like okay, by Human Rights Commission by who? By the appointing authority. Okay, Fidia fyonse batwebo okweba ati no muchalo mwa tulefu okulako mkaoda fyabufi. And it's because those people in authority, those people, those ministers are just mere political cadres who are just appointed to say, can you preside over this ministry, that ministry? Otherwise, you may find that abantu bayikalira fye mu offices mulia, people who do not know anything. All they know is Tribalism. All they know is intimidation. Okay, because there is no way abantu balero shapachiriro. People are mourning. Abantu balero baye bapoke permit ku police. Balero shabantu baye bapoke permit ku police. Why wama cadres ba PF ba MP ba PF, members of parliament of PF baramu kupanga rallies even before campaigns are launched by government to say apanomba natu status of parliament, apanomba natu open a floor for all. Okay, the floor now is now open. Okay, with them they go with people. Today mona abantu bamu itaku police is not just a mere person like me. Okay, even me, I've got followers. Okay, so Ichirema is a big fish, in the river. Zambia chimwati mumana elo Ichirema lisa bilikuru. Okay, utusabi utunono tulingire tuwakonka nga bamwita leader nakwatenza mbusha kuya kulioko bamwitire n'abakumutwalako abakumushindika amakadas balingire bayima, because this we see, and it also led to the death of those two, Samansama and Joseph Kaunda. But when Chitaruchirufia was caught to police, he went there with cadres. When he was summoned to court, even his cadres were singing songs, slogans in the premises of the Holy Court, in the premises of the courts. Okay, we didn't see bloodshed there, but with the UPND, bloodshed is every time, every now and then. It should be bloodshed. So, Bamayo Nechalo Chonse, the Human Rights Commission in Zambia is dead. Name Pia Bafola Shamala. Okay, these are the people. Should the government change? How these people were working, because okay, I can belong to any political party of my choice, just like I belong to Barcelona, just like one can belong to Chelsea, one belong to Manchester United. Okay, but we don't see those people fighting. This one is supporting this team, this one is supporting the other club. We don't see people fighting. But then here at Ama disputes, and unfairness by the PF is always there. Muma sales our Islam members by UPND. Muma Jerry our Islam by UPND. When did you Umuntumo Romeo Kangombe? The issue of Romeo Kangombe. Okay? And you take also the issue of JJ. That man who went for police, no Paula police. And how much was JJ charged? 150 kwacha. What about Romeo Kangombe? 10,000 kwacha. Okay? Mwalasa ngokweba tipali umuchisha chinani. Elonga chakwatu wakonko muchisha chinani. Who is behind this? There is a hidden finger. There is a hidden hand. Human Rights Commission in this country. And we cannot say who. No, they are appointing authority. They can't say anything. They are afraid of being chased. They are afraid of being retired. They are afraid of being dropped. They are scared of being dropped. They are afraid of all sorts of intimidation, even from the cadres, because in Zambia, cadres are more than the police. Cadres can wear police uniform. Cadres can do what? Cadres can go to police station or where Paula want to. PF can go to civil offices, no drag abantu, cadres can even instill fear. By the virtue of office to coach. You see, there is all this kind of useless thing that is happening in the country, but the Human Rights Commission is just there. I'm few allocation if okay, these guys, they are not doing any good for this country. And I would even suggest to say waka ifunyeko for Human Rights Commission bamayo bale tuibira fyorupia because ni buka bolala muleri endala meisha akubata mulechuri lata mulebombe. What are we achieving? Muku kwata wa Human Rights Commission who are they who their mouth have been zipped and utumu watu wa bali bila nenyereti they can't speak, they can't do anything, they cannot facilitate, they cannot do anything. Human Rights Commission is a shame in this country, and they share waste of public resources. Paying those guys is share waste of public resources. I think this is what I've got to say over the Human Rights Commission.
Yes, thank you very much. So according to the Zambian Constitution, Article 230, the Human Rights Commission, Article 230A, one of the duties of the Human Rights Commission is to investigate and report on the observance of rights and freedom, and to take necessary steps to secure appropriate redress when rights and freedoms are violated. So we are calling on the Human Rights Commission to step up, you know. Otherwise, we are finished in Zambia. If we don't have anyone to talk for us or fight for justice, we are done. So we are just disappointed. Me personally, if the Human Rights Commission is quiet, then we Zambians should rise up. We should have a peaceful demonstration. It's our right to make a peaceful demonstration. We don't need a permit. But anyone now, you know what they have created Zambia. Zambia badi pange chari ya kwachi. Abantu baletina na nguwakola uletina tibalasa kukaka. Mwamona. According to the Constitution, we are free. We can have a peaceful assembly. We have a right to peaceful assembly. But police we are going here, chapwa. And then they send support. But no abantu baletina. Nanguku inefyo mune baletina. So where are we going? That's why we are saying, let's vote for change. Zambia is like on the way to a full-fledged dictatorship. So yeah.
I think just to add on that one, this is the reason why we say in Zambia, we have a newborn dictator. Because dictatorship always iranyanta pansambusha abantu. That is the first symptom. Umuntu ngana kwate chipute. Tachisa mukumoneka kwa this is ichichipute. Chambe chipute kwati kali pimpwa kanono. Elo chilea chile kula. Okay? So if okulanda pari Human Rights Commission na ngwama human rights Mozambia, all the human rights in this country has been subrogated by the powers that be. Okay? These commissioners, police commissioner, human rights commissioner, the what commissioner, they all dance to the drums and the tune of their master, their paymaster. Okay? Is the reason why, because each Lema is also a human being who is supposed to be protected by the police. Who is supposed to be also being supported by the Human Rights Commission. He contribute tax. Your tax iyo bafola ba Human Rights Commission. You also contribute tax iyo ba police bafola. Nomba chimono koko ati Mozambia tulata contribute tax. Kubantu abashire tubombera ifwenchito lero abaleshani na ba politician. Okay? Abaleshani na bali aba basonta mufifulo. And the other thing is, when we say Zambia is becoming a dictatorship state, many people argue. The first point, the first indicator, irango kwebacho ichalo tachiretekwa gwino. ikyalota kiretekwa bwino kwikata pansambusha abantu. People cannot freely express, people cannot freely mingle, people cannot freely assembly, people cannot freely move, people cannot freely do what? Okay, now they have even brought a law that is allowing now the government to investigate my privacy on my phone, on the computer, on the system. Okay, why? Because these politicians that we have, especially the PF, they are afraid of their own shadows. It is a party in government that is just afraid of their own shadows, and they always try to hide behind their fingers. You see, how do you rule a country or a nation, the nation like that, where you hide behind your finger, thinking this person is not seeing me? Wow, you are just in the naked, in the us in the naked place. But you are trying to hide using the finger. I don't know question that opponent where you put that object straight with your finger. Then you try like looking through the finger with your eyes. That is what the PF, the PF government is doing. And when they issue a statement to say we are here to maintain law and order, is sugarcoating, and they are liars. That's why they can't be trusted. That's why they have paralyzed all systems of government. Okay? It is only those people who eat with them, who steal with them. Okay? To me, Wamayo, the only person that I know is above and beyond the law is the Queen of England. Emuntu wote tabi arrested. Emuntu wote tumushite interrogate. Emuntu wote timulandepo. That person is beyond and above the law. But we are in Zambia, we are all, no one is above the law. But PF Walufianya, a listening government, the government that upholds the rule of law. Moreover, let me say this. You know, Muchalonga Chakwaturela ndapa dictatorship. Twalimwene immediately punched Abamwanawasa. When Bamwanawasa bapitira as president, Barilandokobati, imyoto kashonsesha party, fumienipo ifma party symbols. Party symbol ya lemo nekafenga kuli by election. Party symbol ya lemo nekafenga chakwati kuli kusala ukulipo. Okay? Party symbol ya lemo nekafenga yemwe mjinga na bakwata function. Ikalamba ero balafu ala kwa t-shirt. Okay? Not in this regime of the PF. From the day the president was inaugurated, their vehicles have been blended PF through and through. Number plate ya ECL. Okay, these other vehicles cannot be blended UPND. Nobody in FA just last month, but let's interrogate by Frankie Ngambi. Is it Frankie Ngambi? That aspiring candidate for Ndola Central. Okay, his vehicle was blended. Just upon seeing the vehicle being driven Mutauni business district, Mundola town. Ba police no ko bafumine kuya mbokita interrogate ba honorable ko bati fifunyeni pwefi oyewo sitabata imoto kataisumini ishiwo kwenda mumisebo sha muno mundola. So imyoto ka Muzambia isha asumini ishiwo kwenda mumisebo sha Muzambia shintu isha lembwapo ECL 2021 nesha lembwapo PF babwato emyoto kesha lengo kwenda. That's why na abantu bene this time get musanyo muntu nafuala UPND ligali ya mwisha ni shibalamu mabamuchene ngani ntemba ni shibala ya bawishe ile ntemba no kubongolola babongolole no kona olabona ule. Okay, we have so much tolerated this kind of behavior, this kind of animal farm type of leadership in our country. And that's why we say these are just a bunch of jokers who are just trying to make sure that they capitalize Pansa Mushavan, no Kunyanta Pansa Mushavan, so that the party in power should excel. Okay, that's why we are advocating against this barbaric behavior, so that the people of Zambia on 12th August we should vote wisely. We should vote wisely. Tell me, Zambia te ya PF. Zambian roads do not belong to the PF. Okay? Ichakufuala ntinafuala ichapate iliyonse. Ichakufuala inenebo UPND. Ninkupatensa mbusha kufuala. UPND, I have to be proud of my party. But with my UPND nga bafuala, nishi bala mufuro muntu, bamume, bala muchitawele, bala muchite vindi vili konsefa bale fuala. They can even kill that person. Tomorrow mwamfoko bat no, na bafuma panole project. This is the PF for you. Otherwise, we are doomed in this country, I'm telling you. There is nothing that is happening in this country. Oh, these human rights, whatever, the churches, the what, they are all being swallowed by the powers that be, the powers of PF. Thank you so much, Mama. I think that was my contribution on that one.
Yes, yes. So Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Commission, a new government out, everybody will lose their job because they are corrupt. They are not doing
Very
what they are paid
corrupt.
for. Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Commission, everyone in that office. So the next topic is tribalism.
I think before we go to that one, Mama, I think this is why we need a new deal government. We need a government that is going to sweep all the dirty in the rooms of government.
Yes.
We need a new and fresh government that is going to sweep. If you confirm self in Muguteko, alo buteko bwesuna bulamba, mwalishi bokulamba. And corruption, you know, that's why we need to talk about this vice corruption. It is corruption that is making Zambia kana kwata investment tunturu. Investors are scared, investors are afraid. Because if the Human Rights Commission cannot stand for the people of Zambia and advocate against the barbaric behavior of the PF, okay, then what do the investors come for in Zambia to do? Because they can't also stand to say, okay, they'll be beaten, they'll be killed, they'll be done this and that. So we need a clean person and a clean government that is going to bring at least a wonderful broom to come and sweep out, to come and sweep off everything, every rubbish to be thrown in as trash. Okay, in the bins. We need a new government in this country.
Yes, yes. We have lost sound.
No, I'm waiting. I'm just waiting from. I think in my case, I'm done with the issue of the Human Rights Commission.
Yes, it's very. Otherwise, yeah, our human rights mandini kuya bebele kuya. We need to have credible people who will run these organs without fear or favor to help the Zambians. Not yes. What kind of nonsense is that? Human Rights Commission, kulonga everybody. Kulonga nganiba commission nganiba nanishina. Abana mayo unamayo ule onshana mabele asho mwana kuti mwaikali kana mayo mumase ozushida kanya. On trapped up charges by Human Rights Commission okobari baleria mungamanda mwa balela mumabed. It's wrong, people. So the next topic today for tribalism. What is your take on tribalism?
My mother, the first thing first that I would love to tell to advise and tell the viewers is that no one applied to God that he or she should be born a Tonga or a Lozi or Umubisa Nangumulamba awe. Muno Zambia bonse twafyaliwirwe mufe accidentally. You get that, my mom?
Yes, yes. Actually, it's by
Yes.
God's design. Yes, I want to be clear
Yes.
Zambia, by God's design.
We were born. If we bonze mu Zambia twayishire fyalirwa mufe. Twakumanina mufye mu Zambia. Twakumanina mufye mu Zambia. Kino kyalo kyakwalesa tekya muntu yo. Now Zambia kukuba ekyalo kyakwalesa. Elo Zambia yaba ni Christian nation. You know, if mwe firere ngentungulu shishesu, shire chita act things otherwise. It's because we always claim to be a Christian nation, but we don't show Christian values. We don't show Christian values. Why? Because ichalo chileitwa Christian nation. Preach tribalism. No. Tribalism. They are all grown-up people, and they are not just ordinary Zambians, but leaders. How can a leader who is never leader muchipani cha PF stand pa podium no kwambo kwewa bena Zambia kwa ati wako ni wako? What's that nonsense? Wako ni wako kuma affairs ya munganda. Not wako ni wako kuma affairs ya chalo. Awe. For Zambia is not a bedroom. Te bedroom ya ndi Zambia. Zambia te bedroom ya batata. Zambia te chalo cha batata. Zambia chalo chesu. And it is umubemba no mutonga. Umwaushi no mulala. Kaluvale na kalunda nga basanka na pamo elo bale itwa Zambia. Okay? Elo tule itwa Zambia. Na tukwatama provinces. Ayama provinces na ya kwate mitundu ishingi. Moreover bamayo chila mpapusha. When I meet a girl and I'm in love, na fall in love with the girl. Shamwi pusha pali apenyo kwa bati ushori mutundu nshindefu ayo kukufuwa kwa bati ube girlfriend wandi. Uli omwana kashala mbona muntu wape no usha kwa tama. When I'm proposing love to a girl, to a lady, ichara wambira povesi awe ni ninkute mwa ABCD. Ifya mitundu fyala isa palasti. Moreover wakaunda echo vaverere, you know, abantu nga bafirwa okuteka bale ipusha ako bali abaambire po okuteka ekyalo n'okubepusha ko bati how did you organize Zambia and what came into your mind for you to declare Zambia, one nation, one people. Moreover, voters pali kaliaka pabo kweba tibembalandi yapaba titonga Zambia pali identity pali yapaba ni Zambia ero ama national registration card bonse otwakwata abatonga tabakwate ya yellow ababemba bakwate ya red bashani bakwata bonse tukwata one green same green national registration card. Ero na yabatonga na babisa na abanja tuleya qualification if as long as na upasa bwino na uchitamii chama standards ya pa University of Zambia bala misenda bonse when iyo bale teka chinwe chalo bale obula bakapokolo okubafumya kuntono kana okubafunya kubulozi nokubatwala kububemba ababemba nabo babatwala kubulozi nishi bale extrafili abakaunda. One should do stand no kuya ipusha bakaunda ni logic inshi alipo imwe pakuchitefi icho bachitefi bakaunda. He wanted to promote one Zambia, one nation, so that buli obufufu ntungu ubufutu ubwali kububemba, you know, bamayo ne bawushi ubufutu ubufontini ubwali kububemba uyu mulozi atwale ko civilization amafoni ubufutu ubufontini ubwali kubulozi umubemba atwale ko civilization. And mukubomba fili atwalambo kulabomba bwino twalambo kuyita munyina. And like what we see today where people are retired on national interest just because that person is a Zambian, that is animal farm type of leadership. Like I said in my in other address, in other programs, in Ndola at Ndola Central in Ndola at Ndola Central Hospital, there is a man whom they used to call HH because his name's Mbana HH is Tonga, okay? But just because that person was called HH,
Okay, we lost sound.
That person was retired on national party. He's got children, people. He's got people wishing in the streets. Okay.
We are losing your sound. So what we are saying is that tribalism, guys, we want a landslide victory.
The network, ma'am, here is some kind of bad, I tell you.
So when you go quiet, I'll take over. When your audio goes, I'll take over. So we are saying that we are youthy. These people who are promoting tribalism, 60 years. Olo inena chepa pano. Abafiashives will be my grandmothers. Ishamona po youth who like to promote tribalism. But youth was when me separa, you are on one page. You are against tribalism, and you are the majority of the voters. Echo today me vote them out. Mubafunyepo. But if I prepare then they have already lived their lives. Tribalism. They have lived their lives. They are in their bonus years. Now maybe 2-3 years, maybe 10 years to live Barafwa. No, but for you, youth,
imagine.
Zambia. 18 years, 20 years, 30 years. You have a whole life ahead of you. Echo tulela ndokwebati ikatane ni chichalo chenu ba youth imitikula empanga. You are our future. So
moreover just to add on that one, ma'am, what the youth are supposed to, if you're doing which does by youth ngatwamono umukote aisa mkwambo kulanda pali tribalism kumuikata ifwebene no kumutwala ku police.
Yes, citizens arrest.
We turingire tuambo kulabe kataba abakote abaleleta division. Ngevyo bamayo bakwata okusosa. You know, ababakote balafwa. Balando kwati imitikula empanga. Imitikula empanga. So ababantu balefwayo kulete chimfulunganya so much that imitundu shakulateka shibefye mitundu shibiri. Okay? Shibefye mitundu shibiri. Lero mu Zambia mwali be mitundu ishingi ukutira palishi mitundu shibiri. Because these people, they are saying Etonga will never rule Zambia. Etonga will never rule Zambia. Mulefu ya banani baleteka. Aba ushibeka baleteka. Aba kuchipata beka baleteka.
My son.
Eh?
That HH will never rule Zambia. All the youth, they are not tribalistic. You see? Bonus years, promote tribalism. Citizens arresting that tribalism. Police.
And
self-employed.
And that is the only way. Then the other thing about my own tribalism. Zambia is a Christian nation. Muzambia mwabe mitundu shinga. Muzambia mwaba languages ayengi. Is it not 72 languages we have in Zambia? Elo no baba ya senda kofie. Yeah, 72 languages. Esho tuwakwata Muzambia. Elo baba ya senda kofie vile tumona ku ZMBC. Bamuno kuba stations emitundisho twakulata air ku ZMBC pa news. Elo basenda ko yumutundu ishimbi shingo mfwa baubika ku ZMBC. babulako naumbi mutundu abanga baponera mukuti baumfwa baubika ku ZMBC ero muri 72 bafunyamu emitundu 7 chiesho tumfwe shiro ndololwa kulya nomba tekwe bachire emitundu isho badibika ku ZMBC pa news mu local language then they are superior than other tribes. No, we are all equal, but only that shishimbi mitundu turomfwana kuti uyu alanda oyumbya umfwa umubemba nga alanda umulamba ala umfwa. Okay, umulamba nga alanda umwaushi ala umfwa umubisa ala umfwa umushani ala umfwa. So that promote tribalism iliyo baletufya tabekusho bantu because shani awe ngachakuba timufyupo tuleupana imitundu ishapusana pusana nechalo tulingire twachireka chatekwa n'emitundu ishapusana pusana lero uyu mutundu watekako uliana wena watekako no tumitundu tunono kwali be mitundu ishi nono chachini imitundu ishi nono na shena shirya bena Zambia as long as na kwato mutima na amano ya kuteke chalo ali ingire twamupera leadership wateka tekwe bataba kuchipata beke bachenjera nangu abawushi beka babemba abawushi ababisa ine bamayo bawushi. Okay, tekwe bati abawushi bali sarapuko kuchire mitundu shimbi awe lelo kula yakana ubufumu ubu bwabuteko tabwaba ngo ubufumu bwa kufipango awe ubufumu bwa kufipango babika byoko bato abatabwa nangu umwina mbeba nangu umushani ebe ngateka lero echalo livoti umuntu ngachita convince chalo kwe bati awe apana yena nomba kuti ateka nakwata ama policies nakwata vision nakwata a framework nakwata na direction mufi arefu ayo kuteke echalo uyo muntu nalinga as long as nachita meet ama requirement is above 35 years of age nakwata na certificate grade 12 then nakwata nokulanda chisungu nevyashara that person is eligible be it either mulamba nangu nishani nangu nikaluchazi as long as aleta meet ama requirement ayo abantu balefwa ero not just requirement umuntu winga bombera abantu muchishinga not ukulayibira abantu balemona. That's why wamayo it is also just falling part by Human Rights Commission. Because by Human Rights Commission epo bali elo bale mfu abantu baleta preach tribalism munche ndesha pusana nave kalafi endwi bale nwafi ama kofi ma offices no kwenda mu myoto kashaji yara zetisha buloku bombe nchito nibuka bolala nibaka bolala bale tuibira. So by Human Rights Commission ngepo bali njire bayi manokulando kwati umutonga nawo nakwatensa mbusha kuteka mchalo nombe vifyonse tabalanda po umubemba nakwatensa mbusha kuteka mchalo ififyonse tabalanda po umuswaka no mutabwa bena Zambia nabakwatensa mbu. Okay, takwabo baka kiraka beru kwa abatonga bale rishama beru ku matoroshi pakwe bati tubeshiwe awe. Okay, elo no muntu alingire aba proud n'ekitundu kyakwe kintu alanda abatonga nga bayisa mu town bala baseka ku bantu nga balelande ekitongo bushete bantu mulefwayo abatonga bambye okulanda ekibemba iliyo imwe babemba tamufwayo okusambirira ekitongo. What nonsense is that? And what nonsense is this? Because Muzambia tira muntu alingire akwata interest ya kusambirira ekitundu fyonse because mairo kafuma kunonka yebombera kuli bakalubale fuire nini chibachika kalubale because we are just one people. Noma bakalubale nga balanda chikalubale mu town kwambo kubaseka ati ababatu especially if fwe bafuma kulubemba twali kwata problem na problem twakwata turamona kwati ichibemba ifwe chali baso superior than mitundu shimbi. That's why mubemba kuti ayakulusaka alelande ichibemba akula yumfwa nokuyumfwa kuba ine mfumine kuchiti nombo mulamba afume ku mpongwe afume ku masaiti ese kulusaka alande chilamba chabalamba bali shishi. You see what kind of and type of nonsense is this that we could tolerate for so long? Ero nabaleta tribalism muri kino chalo nifwebo fweba afuma kulubemba because nifwebo fweba munakwati na kalimo ulubemba Zambia aba nensu tebe na Zambia yo.
Sure. You are right, my son. So your audio went away, but I just want to say that all this is a duty of the Human Rights Commission to educate Zambians that all Zambians are equal. There is no tribe which is inferior. Your audio went, but I'm just saying that in Chitoyaba Human Rights, one of their duties is to have workshops and educate Zambians, promote
Yes.
unity in diversity, you know.
Mm.
But by human rights, we should not educate abantu. I know people think, you know, Kulubemba is Kalale because of the copper belt. Our people were leaving their villages, going to live in the copper belt, where the Bemba tribe mostly is dominating the copper belt. So from that history, people now think Bembas are superior because the domination of the Bemba tribe in the copper belt. And that's where the Human Rights Commission is supposed to come in and educate all Zambians. We are all born free and equal, and we must be treated equally. By Human Rights Commission, you are failing us. And I'll say again, Wambio Kulonga, Human Rights Commission, start packing. We want a commission. That Human Rights Commission is supposed to be autonomous. It's not supposed to be influenced by the ruling party. We are having all these problems because no one is standing up to the ruling party and uphold the principles of human rights. And I also want to say one thing. People choose a leader. So even if they say Mutonga, Abantela Salapalast, people have chosen HH. Nangumulanda Tonga can't rule Zambia, Elozi can't rule Zambia. People have chosen. Who are you to deny the people the right? Iwo Lelanda Tonga can't rule Zambia. Let the voters speak and we will see. Come August 12 to Kamona. If a Tonga can't rule, because they choose their leader.
Nanga ba mayo Zambia iwolande kwa Tonga will never rule Zambia ni Zambia ya nyoko.
That's a hate speech. It's a crime. They should be prosecuted. It's a crime, hate speech. Hate speech. So the next thing I want you to make a comment about the HH, Nawakwi and Hatembos. I know the mayors were acquitted today. Not acquitted, I think they were given bail and they had to pay 10,000 and you know, that whole drama. What is your comment?
Bamai. Inelionse ndepusha bamayo bana wakwi. To say bamayo bana wakwi each batita drive to do what she does. Echo nshaishiba. And I would love Bashima Pepo Zambia to pray for this woman, clergymen in Zambia. Mweva Bashima Pepo mweva yumfukwati mulaponye nguru every Sunday. Make sure that you cast the demons that might be Muriba Mayawa, because I've never ever seen I have never ever seen a situation where a woman could just be panic like this. I've never seen. Vamayo, are you there? Hello? Your audio has disappeared and I can't see you. Wow. Mother, what is happening over there? Your audio has disappeared and I can't see you. We have some challenges with the network. So like I was saying, we cannot have a situation where, Mother, are you there?
I'm here.
Mother, are you?
Yes, I'm
okay,
here.
your audio disappeared.
I'm listening.
Okay, I was saying the clergymen in this country should be including Madam Nawakwi in prayers, because I think she's being driven by, I don't know what I can say, because bamayo Bible yaliranda okwebati apa lyaba omwana kashaifiri aikala tondolo. That is biblical. Now this woman is ever on the neck pali baichiremu, baba fye panek pali baichiremu. Icho ba Madam Nawakwi bafwaya ni baichiremu okulanda okwebati awo banena anaka pali ku president date. Now she has failed to organize her party. She has failed to organize her party. Ababemba balanda ati akachira kambushi kasenga pantu kekere, meaning before tabala chita clean inganda ya munabo bali ingire bachita clean inganda yabo. Ababa mayo bali imenna lyonso kulando kwa akainde ichirema acquired that land munshira yabo fufuntungu. Na bena ba mayo bakatuwebeko amataba ya kumalawu ili ashirya endereshana ero lyaperera pesa. Ero, that's why Zambian constitution tulingire tuwabika kona malozi yambi nangu wa yasompole nganda ya mwine peme kobamo kutwala kukukoti beshi befyo mwa upene na ulia muntu, because this is all the same. You know, ichirema akainde ichirema alistire that land elo bakoti balando kwebati. Let me just start. That land does not belong to Madam Nawakwi. That land belongs to the Hatembos. That is Hatembos land. But Hatembo na bena taba kweto kwebati balishtishe mpanga yonse as a family. Balishtisha chira muntu uyu ashtisha na ulia ashtisha. That's why Milton Hatembo na yena ileshtisha nomba direct people president akainde ichirema. And these people, to cut the whole story short, ababantu banawakwi baima because banawakwi umutima wali fimba pali akainde ichirema. Tabafwaya akainde ichirema aba president yawe. No mbanga tulafwaya fwebena Zambia okwishiba the root causing of hatred yabapo between banawakwi na ba akainde ichirema. Lyonse bamayo nenda fwaya banawakwi bakatuwebe noti balepitira muntu ma issues twa mafamu balepitira muisa icha nambwanu icho ndanda pali banawakwi chawe chako bati bakainde mulume wa mutinta ichirema is a married man and akainde has got family. Not just abana bali ababiri akainde ali kwata bakainde na abantu bambi abo basunga nabo bafwa. Ero not just urupwa rwabo bakainde bali kwata abantu balipirira ku masukuru abengi nabo nga twachitulande namba na abantu kuti bapapa. So there are a lot of people who depend on akainde ichire. Okay, there are a lot of people who depend on President akainde ichirema. Umuntu ayashtala ndi shiri yobe ba Madam Nawakwi ni interest nshiro bakwata mu Hatembo family. Banawakwi is not even related whatsoever in any way. Is not a sister-in-law to Feruna, is not sister-in-law to Milton Hatembo, is not sister-in-law to any of Hatembo's family. Kuba umenango kuba nakashi. Okay? No mbabene lyashirya kuimati babafuishe. So banawakwi icho teti babulira landi yabo baputwira kwa abantu bambichinshi nga barafwayo kwafu abantu. Nangu nga balire kubena Hatembo nokuyo kwacha aba Hatembo imwe ifamily tamukwekirandi isenyuko kuli nebo because bali kwato tuntemba twa sausage. Okay, then mutuntemba twa sausage bali kwata no tuma farm I'm sure. Pakati pakwate ntemba chama sausage. Niishi nentemba chama famu na shobali kwati. Icho tababu ilipo famu limu bapera kwa abantu chinshi. Nomba ilia famu munabo alistire nempiye shakwe elo bana wako inomba bayima kuya kubena feruna nokuyambo nokwata indai zawe ilandi tamwaishishe bwino ilandi bene bakwata ukuishi befya kushishanye efi then bali abantu abata drug babaleta bahambo kuba booking la maloju kwa kulala kubashitire fya kulya no kubalipirira lawyer ni interesting chibakwete bana wako ipabe efyo bayishiba ifyo bakwata kumutima ifyo tabafwaira kainde chirema ba president mayo bana wako. What I can tell you is this: leave mukabene taba mupampamina yo mulekeni achite enjoy ichupo chakwe mulashitaji stable ichupo chakwe is a married man, is got a wife. Bamayo bamutinta kuti baambo okulatunga nyabalume nomba balume bandi chinshi uyu mwana kachami kosero uyu musango ushafayo kumpoke echupo or something. Because in a FM patira feo ninga monapo kwena bamayo. My mother, that is the one yet radio ninga monapo. Limbi kwa lipo afeye yo bale fwa ero akainde ichirima akana. Nomba kufika vyokobati apanomba nika tuso na alafu maka fitapa, you never succeed in your political life as long as you are linked, obviously. Because the church twise turandi okwebati no because of ABCD ngem patira alafu makuise ya kubula ba mayo bana. You know how it costs you imweba mayo, you are one of the human rights activists. You know how much it costs for you to pay a lawyer to come and stand for you in the door, to come and represent you in the courts of law. Nomba bana wako indala mashako funya ba lawyer okulipira ba lawyer abena hatembo everything shafu minekwi ni bana nyabali bata sponsor erwa panomba balanda bana wako kobati. I will make sure that Aka Inde Chilima does not appear on the ballot immediately. Aka Inde Chilima akashita file in, I will file in for an injunction. Ebana wako. Now on what interest does she have in President Aka Inde Chilima? Nomba monene bana wako ikuwaya bana wako baba posa kuwaya as I'm talking right now. Eronga muntu fyo wako attention no kulekanga kale balekere, because those people abo balipirishisheppo na abantu balipirira ama 10,000 kwacha for nothing because of Nawakwi. And it's because of this same issue we lost 2 Zambians because of the same issue. We've lost 2 lives here. Tuarusa Nsamansama, Tuarusa na Joseph Kaunda. Because of this, because of Nawakwi. How much more people does Nawakwi want to kill? Muri Liliash. How many people? Ba mayoba Nawakwi. Ero pali abale mistako na address wino. Fila ba mista address kwati Mrs. Inshaishwa ndafa ko ishwe chinka because ba mayoba Nawakwi ngatakwati bali kwata life kunganda na batatu. Ngabala bakanya ko kwe batireko kutitefi. Turefisenda nomba mubuntu. You see? Iria that is land ya muntu. Ero ba high court. You know, ba high court na bena ba ya pingulo kwe bajawe iriria shibane iri fine. I think ba mayo mwali berenga judgment kufuma kwa high court. Pali iriria shiria farm 1924 iya ku Karomo. Ba high court ba pende emyaka basango kuba jawe emyaka shachira pali 12 years. You cannot go back to the high court and sue and start suing umuntu. Ilio napa pita 20 years. Where on earth? Elio nomba abantu babutuka mumushi because bana wako obviously eba letu babali abantu eba tumine bali abantu obviously kuya mukuchitasha mboko umuntu wabene balenga nomba na mayo ulia nabana basendeme mumpanga ya basenda mamumpanga abanomba kubutuka nomba mumushi ba Feruna na Milton Hatembo, they are on record masoshi. They were saying by the police no kuyalando kubati if we have not been abducted by anybody, We were running away from Nawakwi. We do not want Nawakwi near us. We do not want to see Nawakwi anymore. Barikana, Bahatembo family. Tabale fwayo kumona Banawakwi mumenso. Banawakwi has caused a lot of suffering by Hatembo's family. It is Madam Nawakwi who caused those 2 deaths. Nsamansama and Joseph Kaunda. Okay, because while this issue was in the courts of law, Chirufi Atayari went to police and reported Akainde Ichirema over the same issue here, the farm 1924. By our parents' solidarity number, because we have a loose human rights commission in our country. Because we have the human rights who cannot advocate against the barbaric behavior of certain individuals in this country. We lost 2 lives. Why should we be contributing tax to make sure that the Human Rights Commission of Afole? Not just that, by Human Rights, the Ministry of Religious Affairs. That ministry is a shame. That ministry is a scam. Zambian Dalama for nothing. Because by Human Rights Commission, they will get a backing from the Ministry of Religious Affairs. Religious Affairs Ministry making sure that there is decency in the manner the nation is being run. There should be decency in the manner the ministers behave towards each other. But this ministry also, Ministry of Religious Affairs, na Human Rights Commission. Bale munana wako aleta behave, aleta misbehave. Abantu bafwa, they can't stand and speak out. They can't stand up and speak out. No, babadi abantu baambo kulala ala mumpanga. Abantu baambo kulala ne kwati nina mashampanga mumpanga pamone finama. Running away from one individual so called Nawakwi. We muntu nga wafiro kuchita organize party kule kafye washira kwa abantu abakwete direction. Otherwise, Nawakwi do not mean well. And Nawakwi is like a snake in the green grass. Ababa mayobari na president daka inde Ichirema mwe DD. Ilia alliance. Ni UDA alliance. Bali bonse muri realize bamaye Nawakwi tabata bamwenyo kwati mwali ifiriwo muri bahaka inde Ichirema and moreover ili ashitanishi nemilandu shiri ngero bashitira piu ngero bayire lipirira abantu ngero fyapangire na sense nombo kwisa mukulete milandu after 20 years. Honest speaking, inshumuntu alimu a good channel of thoughts alibuino atinde imina kwa bena Zambia nibanga bena Zambia barechura bamayo Nawakwi icho tete bayimini nako ama pensioners bali abale camping pa Ministry of Justice for days balero kwa nemfulo kwa buloku fola bambina nomba bali fo kwa buloku poka ma payments yabo bambina nomba so balechura. Those people are still suffering. Bazamte they are not getting paid. Bazampos they are not getting paid. Some other local authority like Bakanso they are not getting paid. Banawakwi, why should she spend the money? Connected na President Akainde Ichirema. What interest does she have in the life of Akainde Ichirema?
So to wind up subject Nawakwi, I just want to say that whose interest, Madam Nawakwi, whose interest are you representing pursuing this case? Whose interest? Because it's not the Zambian interest. Ama Zambians, they have chosen HH. Zambians eva sara HH. Temuntu wa ebera ture wa imine umwala that yo ture for HH abe president. No. HH is on a top opposition by choice. Zambians have chosen HH. So my question, Kuriba Nawakwi mwe, whose interest are you representing by pursuing this case? We have seen it, 2 lives have been lost. So regarding the 2 lives, I just want to urge the family members of those 2, the widows, to actually sue Madam Nawakwi for loss of life because of her aggression because of Nawakwi doing this case. The families of the widows of these widows, the families should sue Tayali and Nawakwi because those two lost husbands, they lost fathers because of these two people. So that's number one. Number two, the mayors of Mazabuka, Choma, they should also sue Nawakwi and Tayali for damages and repercussion for spending 38 days in a dirty police cell for no reason. Go after her. You have a case because Nawakwi is going after HH without a case. So the widows of Nsamansa Mantikaunda should go after Tayali and the Nawakwi. The mayors should go after Nawakwi and Tayali, and also the Atembos should go after her because they are sleeping, they are distressed. So they should sue Nawakwi for causing anguish and all the pain, the trauma. And all of us country, she has brought confusion, Mucharo. Now, confusion. Outside of HH's house. Why? Because of Nawakwi and Tayali. She's bringing confusion in this country. She wants to plunge her evil venom of vendetta. We are going to sell Nawakwi, sure you want to bend this country down because of your ego?
Just to contribute on that one, Mother, as we are summing up this whole issue, the Feruna Hatembo issue. You know what I would like to advise Madam Nawakwi is that Zambia is not your backyard anyway, and Zambia will never be your backyard. You know, your political, vanamayo mu Zambia bengi sana. Therefore, we have a lot of ladies in this country. But the reason why most of women do not support Madam Nawakwi, if I may ask to say, why do Abana Kashibashita rally behind the men, than rallying behind their fellow woman? It's because they see there's no substance in Madam Nawakwi. There's no substance. She's a woman of no vision. She's a woman of no okay, because every woman is complaining. Some women, they're even saying you see, umuchinshi wine vya uita bana mayo bengi sana ero bana mayo eva vota bengi mu Zambia bamayo bana wakwinga pate yabonga yali baso vibrant pate yabonga yali kwata ground tuntulu because naba umya bengi nga bala support bana mayo abengi nga bala support nombe chilengesha bana mayo abengi no support ipate ya bana wako ya sharafu enomba ni one party member. As a result, to organize meeting. Not even a single lady, not even a single woman can live. Namayo aleipika. I show kwipikira balume aya mukupose nshito start to a meeting yabana wako. That's why this frustration. That's why there's this panic and frustration.
She has no principles, my son. Nawakwi is behaving. You remember a story ya mu Bible? Balabana mayo balerwiro mwana. Umuntu ayibo mwana wa mwine ambo kutakle mati mwana wandi. This is Nawakwi now. Ero nombale fa ba judge bachite ruwa ti paye nyu mwana. Nawakwi wants to bend this country down. It's about time we do something as Zambians. We can't sit and listen. Nawakwi plunge this country into chaos. We have to take legal action. People should come together and sue her for disturbing the peace in the country. Because of her pursuit of this, the fake whatever case, fraudulent charge. Just because I didn't pay a kachinga promise yati, I'll be able to take down HH. She has failed to take down HH. So number, you know, she's under pressure.
And that is the truth.
Take down HH. She has failed to deliver.
These all guys are paid. Tayari and Nawakwi, obviously, they are paid. Because
Zambians, we stand up and sue Tayari and Nawakwi for disturbing the peace of the country. It's too much. Yes. We are not going to implode because of two greedy people. Why? Zambians, you should stand up. Actually, citizens arrest no police station. They want to burn this country down. Senior citizen, save this country for our young people. Majority of the population is Zambians, is youth, orphans. Let us rally behind a president who is caring to improve the lives of Zambians, not to muntu later preaching. We are talking about improving lives of Zambians, quality of life. Medication, free health care, you know. Leaders, their agenda is to promote the quality of life of their citizens. Agenda number one. Promote quality of life of your citizens. Kudubai, bari panganama nama 10 a short 10-year plan. Within 10 years, or like China, that's what China did. China was in poverty in the last 30 years. But they have taken their people out of poverty because they plan. A 20-year program, 30-year program, nobody should be living in poverty. Dubai, the Crown Prince of Dubai, do you know Dubai was a colony until 1971, independence? But the Crown Prince of Dubai, they make strategic plans to take their people out of poverty. It doesn't happen by accident. We can focus on infrastructure. I'm a bridge or infrastructure, you are exaggerating the cost. Spoke to me with it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Nawakwi, we Zambians have to stand up and take Nawakwi to court for disturbing the peace of the country. Nawakwi is going to make this country to burn down. Everybody's talking about Nawakwi. What kind of a grandmother is she? Even is a kind of mentality to burn the country down. If you can't have it, I can't have it. That is the attitude. Number Nawakwi ni wabo wafya Zambia. I end here. We've been here for over an hour. So guys, if you have any questions, we'll try to we'll be here for a few minutes. And if you want to say something, my son, you can say something. It's very painful.
Sure. My last comments over this same topic and issue is, you know, it's very saddening. Okuya ikata wa mukamfumu. Nokuya barari kama sales. Aba kashiwa mfumu. Kuya barari kama sales. All because of Nawakwi. All because of Nawakwi and the Chirufya Tayari. Chirufya Tayari nomba, you know what Muzambia nomba, ututuma surrogate people, utu ami avena Zambia bambi. Because Chirufya Tayari ndokwe bati, apela ba Inspector General of Police so much hours to find the Benaferuna. Over what interest? Ni interest in Shakwe. Chirufya Tayari adi beshwana Benaferuna oko bafyari. Ni connection in Shibakwete wa Chirufya Tayari na Hatembo family. There are so many street kids around. If you want to help, you've got the heart to help. kuya mwapita mwakanterere mwasenda abana banshiwa mwambo kubatwala ku school than wasting your energies pafintu ifishikwete fya chabe issues that are baseless. And the other thing is, I think Shirufya Tayari, this man I'm told he even went for Masambiro Yabu priest. No mbanjishi benga niyo iwe niyo mutima, owa kana kwata heart for the people, owa foku ipaisha abantu echarengere limbi bamupepeke ku seminary. Otherwise, Shirufya Tayari has got ample time to repent. And he's just a young man, he's just a young, energetic young man who is supposed to repent and amend his ways so that limbikunta njinja kwata ko leadership muli chinwe chalo. You know, mwilamo na kwati lero nga mwali amairota mwakafwayo kulya awe ero obuteko nangu mwinga patikisha shani obuteko pa bantu as long as abantu lesa through the people baba baikane leadership. No matter what you are going to do, the Bible says no one can open. No one can open. And when God says yes, no one can say no. So, but they should just sit down and try to amend his way ways. Bama bana wakwena bena baringire baikala panshi. No kuchita amendi inshira shabo. You know, ukukule shina kwa rishupa bamayo. It takes time to build a name. And it takes just a second to destroy the name. So bama bana wakwena batayari baleyo na wira vyeshina. Okay? Baleyo na wira vyeshina. That's why Tutuma Party, they are sponsored by the PF. Because instead to because we are supposed to discuss if you UPN Zambia. We are here wasting time discussing and Nawakwi useless and petty issues. Ama issues are bread and butter on the table. I have in Zambia. Abengia pasoba leo na data ukumfwa ifwe. If you want to party leadership, you know, actually go for President Taka Index address over developmental issues. Now we are here wasting time discussing the nonsense of Tayari and then the nonsensical part of the Feruna Tembo's issue. Issue kwetena base. Yarenga abantu niba ona repoko bashamaya ndabaya balonga maseos. Oh, because of Chiruvya Tayari and which seminary did Chiruvya Tayari attend to? These people are evil. These people are evil. Ngakama na tetu kabili kunwa mwameji. Ngamwana kashinga kutamfia tetu kabili no kupo mwana kashi. Uinge tueshi na dia Chiruvya Tayari na idi kina wako. Ero tekwesha mweba refiala ukwambo kula inika mashina ya abantu. They will bring about demons in your families. Thank you, ma'am.
Anyway, so Natotela, thank you, my son. So in closing, I also want to comment pa Iriashiraba Queen Mukuni. It's very, very sad that the situation ended up Zambia police, you know, abducting Queen Mukuni. That was wrong. All the chiefs, they have got special immunities. They are supposed to be protected and they are supposed to be treated in a certain diplomatic way. Petimuye mubule inkash mukash wa wamfumu mwamusenda because mule tina ukusende mfumu mwayasenda a weaker sex. This is what I say. Protect our women. Women's rights, we are being abused every day. The same way baile amakada zimu office mukutamcha uliana mayo because mwana kashibalia mtamcha mu office. We have never seen them go to do that, man. The same way bayabula chief mukashiwa mfumu bamusenda. Zambian government, really, we can do better than this. Chiefs have got special privileges, special immunities. Nanguna abalufianya, you could have done it in a better way. But just remember that whatever you saw will come back. If you kill by the sword, you die by the sword. Therefore, that was wrong.
And is the reason why just 30 seconds. is the reason why now the PF is in great panic. Ukulase ndempia, ukutwala kumfumusha ku Eastern Province. Name yotoka brand new vehicles to go and give the chiefs in the eastern part of Zambia. But kulimfumushi ishikene offer, shaka na offer mfumushimo. Ishire tontonka nyabwino, shaka na bwino offer no kulando kwa bati, ishimi yotoka baneshisu makashisheni, mushtemwe imitima hospitals. You can't buy everyone. You can't buy PF people. The PF guys, they think they can buy, they can use money to buy everybody. No. Money is not the source of happiness, Kubantu. Freedom is the source of happiness, Kubantu. Freedom of expression, freedom of worship, freedom of assembly, freedom of information, freedom to shine, all these things, they are the components and they are the things that make people enjoy their stay. Not whereby you go start buying chips. Whom do you think you are? Who are you? Does Zambia belong to us well? Not to kula kututwala lilionze mule tumwenesha mu animal farm. No. Imfu mushimo ku Eastern Province. Na ashikana ofa ya wa PF. Ya kubashitire myoto keshisuma. No kushipere ndarama. Shimo shaka na shebere kwekesheni. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Bad money. It's abantu bale komutala elo bale bule miti, bale bule myoto kabale shitira abantu. There is no medicine mu hospital. Abana bale lala pansi ama orphans.
Wafia. No, so, thank you so much, Mom.
Yeah, my son, it's really bad the way they treated Chief Mukuni. You know what? We should respect our chiefs and their wives. You know, there is no Mingabula Queen Mamularika Maseos. Why? This is causing unnecessary tension. Like war is about they are on the edge. People were on the edge. So if to let Nawakwi no any amish we carry punch. Don't we chalo? It's less a time misala. God has not called you to rule over Zambia. Less angadi misali Nawakwi to be the president of Zambia. You would have been the first president, the first woman president. Because the people choose you. Your character and everything, then people choose you. People start gravitating to you like a magnet. You know? Leaders don't, leaders, they don't impose themselves unless dictators. In a democracy, when you are a leader, people are drawn to you like a magnet. Mamona, by HHE, he has been there on the political scene. Everyone is following him. It's a democracy. It's people's choice. Respect it. You were chosen maybe to be a leader, but along the way you lost it. You lost your followers. You are nowhere. Deal with it. Deal with it and move on. Deal with it and move on. Once we have in life that we wanted, but we never achieved it. What we do is show me a different direction. Otherwise, thank you guys. We've been here over an hour. We'll try to come on. As soon as anything new comes on, we'll be here until August 12th, God willing. My name is Pumulos Tumbeko, Queen Pumi. I have a YouTube channel. If you miss any of the videos, you can follow me on YouTube channel. You can follow Matomola TV. We are here on Matomola TV because he has a huge platform. Continue following Matomola TV. Share this information with your friends and family. There's a lot of information that we share. You can use this information to have discussions with your families because where we are going is very near. To remove countdown number. Count down. Follow Morton Massinino, very young, vibrant, upcoming, politician. This is what we need by youth. Jump on to the winning team. Let's save Zambia. Preaching tribalism, but bonus, yes. Zambia's life expectancy is only 44 years old, you know, and that's why we want change to increase. Life expectancies in 80 years, double of Zambia. And Zambia is a rich country. Why should we have a life expectancy of 44 years? Because of the poor government policies. The priorities is on top of our bombere to build infrastructure instead investing in people. We want to improve our lives. Good diet, good health, good education, clean water. So guys, thank you so much. Follow us and we'll be here until August 12. Share the information, like our page, follow our pages. We love you so much. God bless you and we'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.